Hey, what's going on? Okay, today you and I are going to create an incredible design for a backyard. I'm really excited about this one, where we are going to create a French garden, a hot tub area, landscaping around a pool, and landscaping around a structure. Best of all, I'm not 100%, but we may have a special guest appearing, so make sure you stick around the end of the video. I cannot wait. It should be pretty darn exciting. Let's go. All right, I got my little cheat sheet here. So we're gonna start off with the French garden. Now listen, this is a huge property. I'm gonna have some before going on, some B-roll before this is even put together so you can see the scale. They got a big pool, a lot of hardscaping. Yeah, I get it. And if you're on a budget, if you're a DIYer, if this isn't even, what are you talking about, man? Why are you even showing this to me? Look at the principles that we're gonna share together, because you can bring every single element I'm talking about into your space, whether you have a big budget, small budget, big house, little house, whatever. So let's start off with the French garden. The first thing that I want you to see is put in your meat and potatoes, your main bushes that are gonna frame the different sections. I got a little creative with the different designs, which I think is fun. You know, you got the mulch areas, you got the gravel areas, you got different shapes, and it's all kind of encompassing and leading you to the middle, which is a sundial. That's your focal point of the French garden. But we've got boxwoods and we've got roses on the outskirts. That is your meat and potatoes. The second thing is the garden area needs to be softened. How I do this a lot of the times is with different heights and textures, but different colors are always cool. So you can soften those spaces, those intimate spaces in front of the roses and the boxwoods with perennials or annuals. Have fun with that. That is always a cool way to really make a splash and get a lot of color in there. Final thing is, after you've got pretty much your garden, your courtyard, your French garden put together, you want to bring the eye to it. So a lot of the ways it's with the entranceway. We create a little arbor outside of the existing fence and we spruced it up with some roses, some climbing roses. You can do all kinds of things there. But the idea is to grab your eyeballs, want to lead you in, and then boom, you get hit with the French garden. Really cool effect, easy to do. You can do this small, big scale, in lots of different sections of your backyard and be very effective. Let's go on to number 2. All right, so who doesn't love a hot tub? The problem with a hot tub a lot of the times when creating a landscape, you may struggle with this in the past, is like you get the thing, but where do you put it? Do you just plop it down on a patio? Do you put it off here, there? It's kind of difficult when you have a smaller space. We don't have the problem here, but here's what I want you to take. There's a little bit of grade going on, so we carved that out and framed in some walls and then tucked the hot tub into that little section, made it like intimate little space. So that's how you can find placement. Look for different spots and little nooks in your yard where it may fit. It doesn't have to plop right down on a patio. So the first thing is privacy. When you're in a hot tub, typically this is a private conversation, more intimate conversation, and you wanna make sure that you strategically can place some bigger trees or bushes so that it's blocking the sight lines. That's the first thing. Next thing is, right on the outskirts, right outside that hot tub, you want it to be really pretty, kind of like its own little garden area. I think we effectively produced this with a little flowering cherry tree and some little grasses. You could even put a pot out there, some boulders, something to make it just kind of warm and cozy in the warm and cozy hot tub, right? Final thing is transitions. You want to pull this hot tub area and that French garden area and the existing hardscape together. So how are you going to put your paths in so that it leads to the hot tub, but also leads off to other destinations, your courtyard, your pool, whatever it is. Let's go on to number 3. Yeah, you're kidding me. Yes, they're right here. Awesome, see you in a bit. That was our special guest. After we get done with this tip, he's showing up, baby. Here we go. All right, we're gonna fly through this one. This is landscaping around a pool. So what I want you to gather when landscaping around a pool is low maintenance. It's usually gonna get blasted with sun. So grab things that you already have in your existing landscape that are gonna work around that pool. Just have that cohesive balance. So we went with some Weigela wine and some grasses that we've already used in different parts of our design. The other thing is, elevations are usually fun to play with, but if you can't, ways to bring heights is with trees and bigger bushes. So we chose some arborvitaes because there's a lower level retaining wall and they're gonna pop above and create this almost like screen effect, which is really cool. Finally, you've got elevated planters in this design. So we wanted to get some pops of color. Anytime you're going to be brought into an area where this is framed on sides of the stairs with elevated planters, that's a great opportunity to bring a lot of color, a lot of interest, and a lot of just wow factor. So some beautiful butterfly bushes, some perennials, annuals, whatever you want, that's a way. Okay, our guest is here. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna introduce our guest. You know what? Secretly, he's been here the whole time. It's Bob! Bob is back. Hey everybody, how are you? Oh man, Bob, I missed you so much. I just love hanging out with you. Bobby, you're the best. But first, I wanna address, why are you wearing a Guns N' Roses t-shirt? What are you talking about? What is it, 1980? Bob, classics never die. Guns N' Roses. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Hey Bob, that's pretty good, buddy. Thanks, I practice. You know, Bob, something's wrong with your voice today a little bit. It sounds kind of like you, but like a mix of like Batman, like Dark Knight Batman. I am Batman. Bob, you're killing me. All right, I tell you what, I think, Bob, you know, we should provide this last tip together about how to landscape around a structure, don't you think? I sure do. Oh, Bob, I'm having way too much fun with this. A little ate up, right? Okay, so when landscaping around a structure, I like to keep it simple. First thing is keep it simple. Play off existing bushes and concepts you already have in your landscape. Second thing is, I love to give punches and get pop in there. This is accomplished with ornamental trees, cool trees. We've got a weeping Atlas cedar, we got a Korean, what is that? A Korean, the name is escaping me right now. You know, it's gonna ding on the screen there. But point is, use cool trees, and then finally, I like to throw in some boulders and pops of color. Those three elements to keep it simple, because the truth is you don't want the landscaping to be so ridiculous that you're not paying attention to the structure in the first place. We got a kitchen here, we got a fireplace, we got a TV, it's elevated. This is a really big, awesome structure, and we just want to complement more than anything. So, Bob, how do you feel about the tips that we just fired away there? Makes perfect sense to me. I think you don't know anything about Korean, blah, 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 blah. What was that, buddy? Today, Junior. Bob, you're such a, you know, thanks for coming on. Maybe we'll have you again. If you guys like Bob and you think this would be fun, write it in the comments. More Bob. More Bob. I'll see you later, dude. Thanks a lot. All right, so if you want to learn a couple more of these cool 3D landscape design tips and tricks, I got another one for you. We plant this entire property. It's packed with tips. It's a great one. And if you don't like that, go check out this video. This is a Yard Crashers video where the whole backyard is transformed and I fire off tips of what's good, what's bad, how much it costs, what to expect right there. So you got two great videos to pick from. This is Bobby K saying creation is everything, so go out and create. I'll see you in the next videos. Bye.